Hey everybody, it's Brett with Incredible Getaways, and today we're going to be talking about travel insurance. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey everybody, it's Brett with Incredible Getaways again. That's right, today we are talking about travel insurance, and one of the great suppliers that we have with travel insurance is CSA, and they've been a great company to work with. It's CSA Travel Protection. They've been around for a long time, and so today we're going to talk a little bit about travel insurance. Do I need it? I think that after 2020, we all seen the value of having travel insurance. So for some people, some guests found that their supplier wasn't that great when it comes to global pandemics. For a lot of the industry, cruise lines predominantly, kind of your major ones, Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and a lot of your hotels were very understanding and did refunds and even went above and beyond in some cases. However, that wasn't the case for everybody. And so some of the reasons why it's important to work with the travel agent. Travel agent's going to be there for you to be able to work with reputable companies that are going to have your best interest at heart. And so even with that being said, travel insurance is good to have because sometimes things happen that are out of our control, right? With the CSA, the coverage for them is incredible. I mean, there really isn't any out there that's any better. This is our preferred premier supplier for insurance, for travel insurance. And one of the things that really sticks out to me with CSA is the fact that they do cover pre-existing conditions through their custom Lux plan, right? So that's an incredible thing. One of the other really great things about CSA is that they give you a 10-day free look at them. The parent company for CSA will provide a refund of your plan cost if you cancel your plan within 10 days of purchase and have not filed a claim or departed on your trip. So really, really great insurance and a great provider. What does travel insurance cover, though? That's a big question. A lot of people have that question. A lot of people don't know. So we're just going to go over some of the great coverage that you can get with CSA. There's basically two different plans that you can choose from with CSA. So you've got the custom plan, and then you've got the custom Lux plan, right? So we'll start off with the custom plan, and it's just the base plan, none of the bells and whistles. And then we're going to talk about the custom Lux plan and why it may be a better option for you. All right, so we'll dive in. For trip cancellation in the custom plan, all this is going to be the custom plan. 100% of trip cost is insured. If there's a trip interruption, you may be eligible for up to 150% of your trip cost being insured. It covers travel delays, $150 per person, up to $1,000. Missed connections, so airlines is a big thing with that. $500 coverage there. Baggage, $1,000 coverage. Great if you're going to be flying. I highly recommend it. So, baggage delay, $200. It even covers things that you don't really expect that would go along with travel, right? So sometimes whenever you travel, you have medical instances. And so you have medical and dental coverage up to $50,000. That's great. We'd love for every trip to go off without a hitch and things to just be perfect all the time, but we don't live in a perfect world. Sometimes you have medical issues that arise that no one planned for. Maybe you had too much to drink at the little lounge or bar area at your hotel and slip and chip your tooth. Crazier things have happened, so but medical, dental, maybe it's something you're walking and you turn your ankle over, and the worst happens on your trip, you have some kind of medical emergency, do you really want to leave it up to your regular medical insurance and gamble on the chance that somebody will be in the network, right? That you'll somehow wind up at a hospital that is in your network. If you're like me, you've got that PPO, that poor people option for insurance. And, sometimes it's great if it's local for where you live, but oftentimes it doesn't cover whenever you're traveling and you're out of your insurance coverage area. So really great option there. They also have emergency assistance and transportation. This is a big one, especially if you're going to be traveling outside of the country. $250,000 to be able to get you back home. If something happens medically, if there's some kind of emergency that you have to be evacuated from your vacation, you have to cut it short, $250,000. That's really, really nice. That's going to be able to get you back home and be able to have peace of mind knowing that you're going to be able to get back home and take care of the emergency at hand. Rental car damage. A lot of people's insurance, their regular insurance covers their rental cars, but is it the best coverage available? This offers up to $25,000 on rental car insurance. So if something would happen, once again, we all hope for the best. We all want the best for our trip, but things do happen. There's accidents, unforeseen things that take place on your way to your great vacation, and it can ruin your whole trip. The last thing that you want to do is be worried about the financial expenditures of what has gone wrong, right? You want peace of mind. And then they also offer accidental death as well. That includes air flight of up to $50,000. So you're getting life insurance bundled with this. So a lot of things that people just don't typically think about whenever they think about travel insurance. They think, oh, maybe it'll cover, some lost luggage or something, or, maybe if my trip gets canceled for whatever reason, it'll cover that. But this is so much more than just what you typically expect with travel insurance. It's important to be able to know this information and have it at hand and realize the value that it really provides you. And it's always very, very affordable. Travel insurance for these policies are so much more affordable than I ever thought. I was highly surprised whenever I first started dealing with CSA and finding out how affordable the insurance really is through these guys. So now we're going to talk about their Custom Lux program. For the trip cancellation, you have 100% of trip cost insured, just like the custom plan. Just like the custom plan, you have your trip interruption of 150% of trip cost insured. You also have travel delays of $1,000. Now, those are very comparable with the custom plan. Here's where things really step beyond and go beyond the custom plan, and here's where you find your value at. Missed connection up to $1,000 coverage. You have baggage up to $1,500 coverage. That's 3 times what you were looking at before, right? Baggage delays up to $500, right? So that's $300 more than what you were expecting. Emergency assistance in transportation. This is coverage up to $1 million. That's 4 times what the base package is for these guys, right? So $1 million. Wherever you're traveling, if you're traveling outside the country, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have this, because the last thing that you want to have is a medical emergency outside of the country, needing to be able to get back home for that medical emergency, and you're wondering how you're going to afford it. It's definitely not something that you want to expect. Rental car damage, $50,000 coverage, right? So that's twice what the baseline covers. Accidental death and dismemberment from air flight accident, $100,000. That's a very large coverage policy. Now, something that you want to take into consideration anytime that you're buying any kind of insurance, especially life insurance, is you don't expect that time to happen while you're traveling. You don't expect, your life to come to an end. And we never want to think about those things. But it has happened for people. And what better way of being able to take care of your family than being able to have the proper coverage for an incident like that, should it ever happen? Here's a couple of additional things that you get in addition that you do not see with the regular custom plan. This is only through the Custom Lux plan. So accidental death and dismemberment because of a travel accident. The first one we was talking about was just flight accident. This is travel accident. $50,000 coverage. You get nothing with the custom plan. You get $50,000 with the Custom Lux plan. Optimal trip cancellation for any reason with the custom plan. 75% of the trip cost is insured for any reason. Okay, so that's incentive right there. So it covers you for so much more. So that covers your pre-existing medical conditions, right? So as long as your pre-existing condition can be accepted when the Custom Lux plan is purchased prior to or within 24 hours of your final trip, then you are covered for that, right? And that is available, and that's part of the additional benefits that come with the Custom Lux. Coverage for financial insolvency. So if you have to file for bankruptcy, you can't afford to be able to make final payment because of the financial issues that you have going on, you're covered, right? So all of these things are great options. I'd love to be able to help you. Our company, Incredible Getaways, would love to be able to help you with booking your travel insurance. We hope that this has been very informative for you and hope that you find some benefit here. As with anything, we would love to be able to help you with any of your travel options, whether it's hotel, car rental, insurance, whether it's cruising, airfare, whatever it is. We're here for you, and we want to be there for you through the good times, through the bad. We want to be an agent that is going to be able to help you, and hopefully we build a long rapport with you that lasts generation after generation. So it's not just you, but it's your kids and your grandkids and all those that follow. So thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening, a great morning, great day, whatever time it is, wherever you are watching this. Until next time, ciao baby.